Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. It's complete to Golden Tate. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Jaguars. First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Coleman now. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Pistol.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his man. This is Tate. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Mayfield now. He completes it to Tate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2.
First down, Mayfield. This to Jarwin. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Watch 52. Hurry. Hey, exit. Watch 52.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this one caught by Cameron Brain. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 5.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Watch 52. Regular. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Play action now. Prescott. Finding Gabriel, complete. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
A gain of 22 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. In on the tackle there, Bobby Wagner, coming off a 3rd straight All-Pro season.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. We're going to 54. Right in. We're going 46.
Prescott down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Safety's creeping. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Check 31, check 31. He's crossing. He's going to 52. Check safety, check safety. We got it, we got it.
This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. Prescott from the gun. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Taylor Gabriel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, orbit. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
And again, it's Mayfield. 20. And Tate's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Shit. Go, get out there. Ringer, guys, fight for you. 46. Hey, come on now. Showing it. Watch the ship. Under. Watch the ship. Got Mike 51.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
27. Gun. I got motion. So we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Buying time to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On second down, Eckler, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Prescott off play action. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike 52. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, pistol. Let's get that ball right here.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Point it right. Mike 52. Mike 52. My touch.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to wind up in air. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 52. Hey, Echo. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Caught right side, Tate. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Regular. 51 to Mike. 50. Bravo. hope you brought your lunch, 'cause I'm
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Move. Hey, you got three down. 47. Mike 51. On the ball. 26.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be out right at the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
You got tight right there.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Done. Here we go, 46. 51 to mine. 51 to mine. You can't hang. 46.
To throw is Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 51.
On play action, Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Conley, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
King! Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Check. Hey, Delta. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 51 to Mike, boy.
Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Squeeze, double.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Once more, here's Eckler. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Gun. Here we go, 46. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
51, Mike 51. Alert.
Mayfield to throw it. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Going up top, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I don't think you got it, son. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. You're trash. You're trash.
On second down, Mayfield again. And break, the tight end's got it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Third and 3.
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3.
Pistol. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Mayfield with it once more. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, alert! Hurry! 51's the mic. Five. Pick it up.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Point it right. Son, you gonna see me in your nightmares. Hey, Alpha.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Garcon. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that's going to tie us at 13. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They started on the ground with Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field. But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield. But also, when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Check Mike. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. On third down, it's Prescott. Jordan Reed has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Throwing on second down, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Their own 49-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Kings. Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, you get
From the gun, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4.
Watch the switch. Switch it, hey. We're going to 54. Right here.
It's Eckler again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now Hill And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Under 10. Kill. Go. Get out there.
Again, it's Hill. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield on first down. This to Jarwin. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And Graham's got it. Complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 51. Hey, Lloyd 33. Get the ball. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey. Here we go. Hey. Mike 7. Mike 51. Hey, let's come down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. The connection made. It's Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hurry. Here comes to me, it's me. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Hey, watch the slant.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
51's the Mike. Danny. Run. Mike 51, Mike 51. Let's go, D. Go. Real. Mike 51. Let's get it together, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist. Check 37. Deuce.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Elsewhere across the league, 4th quarter action in Los Angeles. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their 1st on the year. Now Prescott. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
New York. The ball carried by the wide receiver. A gain on the play. 1st down, Jets.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Rolling to his right. That one complete to Anderson. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. What we got? Go. Get out there. Get out there. Me. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. There we go. Go to 53. 26.
Prescott. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Alert! 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 Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 52's the mic right here. Over there. Watch out.
Mayfield to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Ready. We're going to 54. Let's go. Check it back.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
We're going to 53. You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break. Tighten up. Check 52. Alert 3.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and it's 2nd down.